There's a new name dominating the science fiction conversation right now, and it's not a starship captain, not a Jedi, not a rebel. It's an anxious, sarcastic, socially awkward android who would rather binge soap operas than talk to humans. I'm talking about Murderbot, the unlikely hero of Apple TV Plus's brand new series based on Martha Wells' acclaimed Murderbot Diaries. And let me tell you, this is the sci-fi character fans didn't know they needed. The premise is simple but brilliant. Murderbot is a security unit, a combat-grade android designed to protect humans on space missions. But it's hacked its own governor module, meaning it's no longer under control. It's free to choose its own path, free to explore its thoughts and feelings. And what does it choose to do with that freedom? It avoids people and obsessively watches serial dramas. But underneath the dry humor and constant attempts to stay emotionally distant, this is a deeply complex and surprisingly emotional story about identity, freedom, and what it really means to be human. The series doesn't just give us a cold, calculating machine. It gives us a character who's constantly second-guessing itself, struggling to process human behavior, and quietly doing the right thing, even when no one's watching. And that's what makes Murderbot such a standout in modern sci-fi. What's really fascinating about Murderbot is how relatable it is. I mean, we've all had days where the idea of dealing with other people is just too much. We've all zoned out and disappeared into a favorite show instead of facing reality. Murderbot does exactly that. It literally carries around hours of recorded entertainment and tunes out the world whenever possible. But despite that, it can't help but get involved. Over the course of the story, Murderbot repeatedly steps up to save people, even when it doesn't want to admit it cares. That inner conflict, that resistance to connection, constantly clashing with the undeniable pull of empathy, is what makes this character so compelling. It's a killer robot who doesn't want to kill. It's a protector who claims it doesn't like humans, yet risks everything for them. That contradiction is the heart of the series. It makes you laugh, it makes you think, and sometimes it quietly breaks your heart. And all of that happens without Murderbot ever becoming soft or sentimental. It stays sarcastic, awkward, and just a little annoyed at how complicated humans are. That's the genius of it. The show also nails the balance between action and introspection. Yes, there are intense combat scenes. Murderbot is built to fight, and when it goes into protector mode, it's unstoppable. But those moments are just punctuation marks in a larger story about self-discovery. It's not about whether the robot can win a battle. It's about how the robot feels about winning or losing, or being seen as dangerous, or being trusted. And through all of that, the show gives us incredible character development, not just for Murderbot, but for the humans around it too. You see how people respond to it with fear, with admiration, with confusion, and how that changes over time. It's a rare thing to see a sci-fi story this emotionally rich, especially one centered on a non-human character. But somehow, Murderbot ends up feeling more real than most humans on screen. Visually, the series looks phenomenal. Apple TV Plus has clearly invested in high-quality effects and world-building. The settings feel lived-in, futuristic but grounded. Murderbot's design is sleek and functional, with just enough menace to remind you it's dangerous, and just enough personality to remind you it's not just a machine. And the use of lighting and atmosphere adds this constant sense of tension, like something could go wrong at any moment. But even more than the visuals, the tone of the show is what really pulls you in. It's darkly funny, it's dry, it's awkward in the best way. You're not watching some flawless action hero, you're watching someone or something that's trying to figure itself out while the universe falls apart around it. And that's what resonates. That's what makes it stick. In a landscape full of space battles and chosen ones and galactic empires, Murderbot offers something quieter, but way more personal. It's a story about mental health, about autonomy, about trying to find your place when you don't even understand yourself. And it delivers that story through a character who is simultaneously badass and deeply insecure. You root for Murderbot not just because it can win a fight, but because it doesn't want to. Because it struggles, because it grows, and that growth feels earned every single time. If you haven't started watching Murderbot yet, now's the time. This isn't just another robot show, it's the start of something much deeper. Something thoughtful, something a little broken, something kind of beautiful. It's a show that will make you laugh, make you think, and maybe make you see artificial intelligence and your own emotional wiring a little differently. And that's the magic of great sci-fi. It uses the unreal to reveal what's most real. So if you're looking for your next obsession, Murderbot is it. Trust me, this is the one. And if you're already watching, let me know what you think. Is Murderbot a new sci-fi icon? Or just the weirdest comfort character we've had in years? Drop a comment, hit like if you're loving the series, and subscribe to Talking Sci-Fi for more deep dives into the best and weirdest corners of the genre.